Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my channel. It's early morning. I actually skipped day 2, and I apologize. I know some of you guys are going to be bored. It was boring. I went back and watched the video content, and I was like, nah, I want to skip this. All I did in that episode was to finish up cultivating, and I also limed the 2 fields that needed to be limed on the map, which is going to be 33 and the big one in the south. Field 15. So 33 and 15 are limed now and ready to go. And then I sold off the remaining crop that I had in my silo that I wasn't going to use, which is 163. I made $63,000, $70,000, somewhere around there. And then last but not least, I took my truck and delivered the goods over to our malts factory. So I took barley and wheat over to the malts factory and put them in there. They're waiting. We still need to add water. We need to add pallets. So let's go ahead and get started, and I'll talk to you guys at the end of I'll talk to you now. All right, ladies and Germans. I'm done liming that field, and I'm going to bring my fertilizer back from the brink. What sprayer did I get? Did I get just a regular spraying setup? I don't remember. No, I bought a horse sprayer. I think that was a mistake. I think I should have gotten the Stara because it spreads. But anyway, we have our handy-dandy forklift, so when I dump these off, I can put them away. Let's see. I'm going to just I'll put them out over here. Where am I going to put them, though? I suppose I'm trying to figure out a barn to put these extra pallets in. I could put it over where I parked the truck. So I'm going to actually dump that over there. I'm back from delivering all the crop that I wanted to sell. The grand total, I think you guys didn't see in the last video, it was $169,043. So that is not obviously the grand total of everything everywhere, but that is how much money I made. I had $100,000 to start this farm, and I now have $169,000 after selling the crops that were in the that we had from leftover from last year. I'm going to clean this tractor up first, and it doesn't really need to be serviced yet, but it's just going to get dirty again because we're going to seed tomorrow. But now I want to get it cleaned up here, and I will also clean off the lime spreader. We're going to use this next time to spread fertilizer, and we'll put narrow wheels on it. Right? Oh, no, we don't need to because that's right, our seeder puts the... So never mind. We're just going to put this away. It's done. I can actually fill this back up with that lime thing because I forgot. We're not going to use this. So we don't really need to be screwing around with emptying it out. We'll just keep it full of lime, and that's fine. In real life, though, I don't know... I think lime's actually corrosive, so I don't know that you would actually do that. You probably would take the lime out and keep it from sitting in there. I think it is corrosive. I could be wrong about that. I could be totally wrong about that, but and we'll fill that up. So I'm going to go ahead and park this. I'm trying to think of what we should do next. I mean, I suppose I could... What I'm thinking here, I'm going to park this tractor for a little bit, and we'll grab that truck, and we're going to go deliver the barley and the wheat. We're going to make malts. And I'm interested to see how much malts we get. And how much we need. I don't know. Never done this before. I have the feeling it's going to be really hard to top out the capacity of that facility. But anyway, we'll go ahead and get that process started. We are also going to need. Also going to need pallets, which we don't have. So we're going to have to make pallets. So even though we're quote-unquote starting this, we're not really starting it yet because we can't, so. So let's head over to the brewery. It's a good thing it's right on our door, right here on the doorstep. It's kind of nice, huh? And we're moving forward. I love our paint scheme on this truck. The black and the green, like the Claas colors, but with the black. Looks good. And there's the malt station. So we're going to deliver both of these in here. And we'll see. Maybe we'll reach capacity. I don't know. I don't know. All right. So once again, we can't dump that front hopper until we dump the back hopper, which is really weird. But it doesn't let us do it until the front hopper's out of the way. But then again, in real life, you might not anyway because they would bump, you know. So. So I'm going to pull around again. I think that's what we get the pig food from there. I think we're just going to sell the pig food because, to be honest with you, I don't really want to deal with pigs. Maybe down the road. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so this is... There we go. Perfect. So we didn't get any money, but we're going to get a lot more money when we do the malts. Because malts is valuable. All right, so let's go ahead and hop out and take a look and see what we have in the leaderboard here on our little information packet. 26,000. We've only just begun to make malts. Jeepers. Okay. Well, we put 26,000 in, and it's like just barely touching. 5% full. Wow. All right, so we're going to head back to the farm. I'll see you guys in just a moment. So I've arrived back home, and I'm going to wash the truck. Shouldn't take much because we haven't really gone that far. There we go. Looks like it's cleansed already. Cleansed of all dirtiness. Clean. Presentable. And we'll close it up. And I have been parking it in that back barn there. This truck's really going to probably sit idle for quite some time because, I mean, we only use it for grain delivery, really. So we have no grain to deliver. We'll be having malts to deliver, but we're going to use the flatbed truck to deliver that. So this truck is... Man, I wish you had like a little bit of control over the gas. It's really just like on or not at all. Shizzle sticks. Oh, it's hard to do it. It really, I have a hard time with the dolly tray. I still, after all these years, I can get them, but it's still a pain in the butt, especially when you're trying to like connect trains of these together. All right, there we go. We are under the roof. We're good. Good enough. So there we go, all tucked away and ready to spend the summer resting. And it's time to get this big bad boy out again. Let's go ahead and take him over to the shop and get him prepped for field planting. And I'm going to take a real quick look at the season's map here. We're in planting season for wheat, barley, and our, where is it? Hopfen. 43 degrees. I believe that's ground temperature. We're at 45. Maximum temperature today. Tuesday is going to be cold, so we might want to hold off. Yeah, and the weather just gets warmer after that. So I think we're going to... I'm going to wait till Tuesday's over because I can't guarantee what the ground temperature is going to do. I think that we're going to wait a day. So let's get the tractor ready right now, and then we will fast forward time and get to the next day or two. We actually could do some lumber while we're waiting. That would be beneficial. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what tire options are available for the Xerion. I want to go away from the Trailbird because this is what we always use. So twin wheels. We got narrow twins. I think we'll go for the double fats. Oh my God, $32,000? Maybe not. Is that true on all of them? $19,000 from Mitas. What about Trailberg? 22. Well, what about the thin twins? Narrow twin wheel, 0. That's free. Really? That's free too. Let's do that. I wonder why. I must have purchased it with those or something. I don't know. But okay, there we go. So that'll disperse the weight a little bit. It's still not as much as doing double wides, but it's also easier to get around a bit with that like that. Gets kind of tough. So we're going to wait till Wednesday to plant our crops because, like I said, I don't want them to die tomorrow morning when it's cold. It's got a low of 30 or average of 35. So I need to find my van. So we're going to take a van ride over to the lumber mill. Let's hop in the van and go for a ride. You guys have been there once already, so I'll drive off the property and then I'll just take us there. So we're going to warp in a second here. We're going to be at the lumber mill in no time at all. All right, I'm cruising down the alley here, coming up on, let's see, the lumber mill. That's not it. That's the heating plant. And there's our woods. So we'll go in here and we're going to chop some trees down. Yeah. And once again, we can sell here at the facility, but we're not going to because we don't want to. I actually want to, use the wood for pallets and stuff like that. We make more money anyway. Okay, so let's go ahead and get to work here. Pull back here into the woods. Take a couple of the taller trees. That was realistic, because in real life, you definitely put a hook lift down with no engine running. I know. I'm being smart, Alec. All right, let's grab, well, we'll take a tree down to start with. Look at some of these bigger trees. That one will do. Some of these are a little skinnier. I don't want to cut those down yet. I guess lumber's lumber, though, isn't it? So... at some point, we're going to have to get a wood, a trimmer or whatever. Timber! Oh. Bad luck there. There we go, chopping up the wood. In real life, you would not be allowed to do this, I don't think. It's safety. Whoa. Alright, so we want to get unforeseen consequences. About that size right there is good. Maybe about here. They don't have to be perfect. Yes, they do, Arthur. Yes, they do. This is super dangerous. In real life, you would not cut them like that. All right, and then this stupid tree. Yeah, I hate to take this down. This one's worthless, but no. Towards the bottom, my friends. Towards the bottom. There you go. Watch it not fall. There we go. The whole thing went down. There we go. That cuts our big tree loose. And now we have a naked tree. This one, I don't know. I've never done one of these before. There you go. If you go this direction, it clears it off. There we go. All right, so tree down. Once again, about that length. I'm not making it perfect. You can. There's a measuring tool you can download, I believe. I don't know if they have it for 19 yet, but they had it for 17. Wow. That's a long tree, huh? That should do. Let's go ahead and get our front loader. And pick that up and load it into our truck. Actually, I'm going to pull the truck up closer, too. No reason to load that on there like a mile and a half away, right? And that makes it low enough to get the stuff on, the wood on, loaded without, you know, having to have a telehandler or something with a much longer grasp. Nope. It's faster to just run over instead of trying to tab through 400 different pieces of equipment. So let's go ahead and grab our Claas front loader, the Turian 639. And we're using the BioBelts Special Grappler. It is a mod that's available. I don't know if it's on. I'm sure it's on console too, but it's definitely on the PC, obviously. But I love the front loaders. I think that's a great class. I wish we had more of them available. They're like small utility lifters. And instead of putting arms on a tractor, you use one of these, and it's much more easy to use for the affluent farm. Now, if you don't have a lot of money, well, then, yeah, just put front loader arms on a tractor. But these are usually more mobile than a tractor is, so look at that nice grab there. I don't know why these have such slow steering, though. That's one thing I don't... I mean, I guess because you're articulating the whole thing. That makes it steer a little bit slower, but... Whoops. Probably push that on there a little bit more. So, one of the things I like about the Kramer over the Claas model is that the Kramer has four-wheel steering, so it's a little bit more agile. This one's kind of clunky with the weeble wobble steering. And here, once again, it takes away some of your mobility because you have to, you have to get into position first before you turn. You have to stop the unit. You can't just roll with it. But we go. I think this thing's about the right size for what we're doing, you know. I find that loading logs is a lot easier to do them one at a time. Even though it seems like it's counterintuitive, it actually ends up being faster in the long run because you don't have problems with logs slipping out and stuff like that. It just works. So that's why I do. You're like, why are you doing it that way? Why don't you just get a big front loader and do it? Because this actually is, to me, easier. It takes less prep and about the same amount of time as using a front loader. Because with the front loaders, you end up with all these problems, whereas this just does it. So that's why I'm doing it this way. There we go. Don't get hooked. Arg the hooks. I'm definitely going to deliver at least one full trailer load. I think that we're going to need, like, I would imagine this is going to be an ongoing process with the way that we're going to have to make pallets. I think we're going to need lots and lots of these. I don't know how many pallets a single tree makes, but I'm assuming it's not that many. But maybe. Who knows? Never used that mod before in 17. In the old version of the game, you actually, now I think about it, you did get a lot of pallets for the wood that you put in. So maybe it is going to be the same. You know, oops. Let's go. Good boy. So, yeah, once again, I'm not a huge fan of the articulated, especially this. Like, why does it take so long to steer? Everything has to be done in the snail's pace. Now, for those of you that are equipment operators out there, does it really take that long to steer an articulated front loader? Because this seems like it's ridiculously slow. Like, it's like, urgh. But then again, they do train you to operate slowly. They don't want you whipping around. You know, I mean, that's probably part of the operator training, is that you're not supposed to really go real fast in these. You're supposed to be gentle and take your time. Did that go off? No, okay, it's still in. Like it went out the other side, like, whoops. So anyway, we can get the sawmill working on making some pallets for our limited run of malts, summer malts. And then we will go into full production. I mean, we're going to have to, like I said, it's going to be a continual process, because even at the brewery, we're going to need to have lots of pallets available all the time. So, you know, obviously the production is going to happen once a year in the fall, but big but. Let go. Da, yeah, there you go. That one was a little on the short side. Needs to be longer. Yeah, that one too is a little on the short side. Now these are getting small. They're getting hard to pick up with the front. Oh, man. Nope. I thought, yeah, I can get it. I can tag it. And then, no, I wasn't able to. Fail. Arthur failed. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the Taurian sleeps tonight. There we go. And one more log from this tree. So I've got about, looks like maybe 10 more trees I got to cut down. And we'll see how many pallets that makes. If it makes like a full like month's worth of pallets, or if I need to continue to cut trees down like all summer long. We'll have to start replanting them too. Note to self, buy pallet jack, or pallet maker, I mean. And note to self, buy tree planter Sweet. All right, folks, so I'm going to continue chopping wood. That probably would be good. This is probably a good break time for us. We'll continue on the series, but I'm not going to make you sit here and watch me load the whole trailer, so we'll pick up once I'm done loading this up. So anyway, talk in just a second. All right, so I have finished loading the logs onto this trailer. This is the last one here. I usually try to keep it below, I don't know, maybe it changed for 19, but if you go above that, they start to get a little bit weird. At least on 17 they did. We're going to park this dude right here. And I'm going to go ahead and fasten these straps. Wait, where's the... There we go. And in reality, you really only need a couple straps. You don't need a bunch. I think this only has 2. Yeah, looks like it. Let's go ahead and pull these up onto the trailer. And we will drive these over to the sawmill and get the pallet production started. Try to get this in here. There we go. Sweet. And we're off with a load of logs to our sawmill. This view should look familiar. I think this is the right way to go. Yeah, we'll go up here and turn left. That should take us to the sawmill. So we got our man truck decorated in Claas colors. I like the way this is real woodsy over here. This used to be all empty on Westbridge. Probably have my lights on because we have a wide load. Let everybody know, caution. Big truck full of wood. Now, I bought an extra set of grapplers over at the pallet facility, but I don't know that we're going to need them. So I forgot with this one, we just dump it into the water. So we should be able to just shove these off into the lake. And then the sawmill will start operations. So, but I mean, heck, even during the summer, we could, the downside is I don't want to use up all the trees. If I start chopping the trees down and selling pallets, we'll make some money. But then I'll lose the opportunity to sell the beer. So I think we're just best off if we, oh, that's not the road. If we use the trees to make pallets and then use the pallets to sell products. Because the products are, in the long run, more valuable than the pallets are, so. And we have arrived. I think we go over this way. We'll see how this operation goes. Uh-oh. Already it's going not so sparkling well. Oh, yeah, look at that, though. It's taking them. I forget what the button is to release the straps, but L. Okay. Ta-da! And we have successfully placed login in the Savermillion in the sawmill. Let's take a look here and see what it says on our board. So 58,000 liters of wood. And so 58861, and they are going to start making pallets. So that's pretty cool. We'll just let it work. It takes hours to do it, so we're going to let that start functioning. And I'm going to drive this back down to the sawmill. I'll meet you down there, and then we're going to call it a night. See you in a minute. All right, we're back at the facility. I'm going to actually park this trailer up right here. And we're going to take a ride back. I'm going to take a ride back to the farm for the night. And now it's pretty much just a waiting game as we wait for the weather to warm up a little bit. So today's Monday, Tuesday, so Wednesday we should be able to plant. So the next time you see me, we're just going to wait a day out, and I'm going to let that factory produce its pallets. And then on Wednesday we'll plant the fields, and then we'll go ahead and take our pallets over to the malt shop or the malt maker, and also put the water in because it needs a lot of water to do the to make the malt. And we'll get that process started, and then we can sell that malt off, or we can save it. I don't know. I think I'm probably just going to sell this first batch, and then we'll start making more pallets and store up for the winter. And like I said, this is a long game. I mean, this is not going to happen overnight. We have quite a bit of work to do to get to the point where we're making money. We have money, thankfully, thanks to those crops that we had, plus the 100,000 that we started with. We do have a loan that we are going to be paying off, but I'm not going to take any more of a loan out. So we're just going to take our time. We're going to sit tight. We're not going to do anything crazy, and we're just going to work towards, making these products and making money off of them. So, but it might, take a year or two before the farm is profitable. I mean, we'll definitely, once we reach the end of the year and we start the production of beer through the winter, we should be doing pretty well. But once, like I said, every day or so, I'm going to have to do some lumber and keep that sawmill fed. So the next time, I'll probably do lumber tomorrow. I won't record any of that. But then when you come back on Wednesday, we'll be ready to plant. And we'll move this story along. So, all right, guys, have a great night. Be sure to subscribe. Hopefully you're enjoying the series. Like I said, I've been having fun making it. And we got to mess around a little bit today with the plants. That was fun. We'll have to get that process started. And in the next episode, we'll get to see what the pallets look like and how to use them and what we're going to do with them. So have a great night. Be sure to subscribe. Thumbs up, voice up, and we'll see you next time. Bye.